Hello, all you gorgeous people. Happy Thursday. Love and hugs, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well today. Let's see. Tara Lee, holy crap. No worries, my love. You rest up. There's my sissy poo. There's my pookie. Ooh, the dentist. That's right. That's right. Well, you two rest. We have other mods that can pipe in. There's Rose, Jude, and Wendy's not. Ooh, this is a bad day. Everybody hurt right there. We're not the only. They're not the only ones. Hmm. How is everybody doing today besides hurting? We wait for a few more minutes for people to get in before I get started, so it's less of a chance of me having to repeat myself, although I don't mind. I'll go over everything that I'm going to be using today and how you can utilize what you have in the same way. Hello, hello. We got some more people coming in. Those up in the wallflower seats. Come down into the live, chit chat with us. You're welcome to stay in the wallflower seats, but we do like to. Hi, April. Welcome in. We have a brand new camera today, so hopefully everything will be well. I did do some testing, and some of the girls popped in, and we got everything worked out. Welcome in, Diana. Hello, hello. And Mama is up in the clouds. Love you, Mama. Big hugs. I'm gonna try to go see her tomorrow, hopefully. Uh, Mama said she's hearing odd crackling. Well, you sure it's not background noise, Mama? Like, the tippy tappy of the dog's Loki's nails. Everybody, let me know how the sound is. Um, we tested everything and everything was good during the test. Let me check the settings and make sure that everything has not been moved or when I'm speaking. Okay, let me try turning the um, volume down just one or two. Let's try that. All right, I've turned it down a bit. Let me know, Mama, if you're still hearing crackling. Testing, testing, one, two, three. It might be a combination of the camera and the laptop. I just know that during the test, we got it all worked out. Jude is good. Judy says echoing. Well, it might be the background noise. I'm next to a busy street, and so when I talk, it might be odd because of, but it's not. It's only been happening the past couple weeks. So if next week when I go to or the next stream, whichever it will, I will grab my other laptop that's in my room and switch them out and see if that. And now it's good with the reduced. Okay, I went back down to 16. Um, so Pookie, let me know if you can hear me well. We went from 13 up to 18 because volume wasn't as loud as it needed to be. And now it went back down to 16 to, oh, you had me on in two windows. Oh, Diana, really? Oh, let's see. Still slight. Let's try 15. We'll adjust the volume until it needs to be, or tell it's what it needs to be. Okay, so 16. Let's try 15. Oops, that's too. Come on. Come on. Oops, went too far. Come on. Okay, we'll try 14. We'll try 14 and see how that does. All right, Mama, testing, testing, sound check. I can always bring the camera a little bit too. Move the camera a little bit. Let's see. All right, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello. I see some more faces up in the clouds or coming in the room. Now, as I go through everything that I'm going to use, I will mention if you are not, if you're using acrylics, I will mention. Oh, that fixed it? Okay, good. Mama says I'm fine now. Pookie, let me know if I'm loud enough for you to hear me. Because that's why we turned it up to 16 from 13 earlier, was so I could be heard. Although I've changed the camera position and the volume, and it's good. Mama says it's good too. All right. And you know what? I think I'm going to turn off the autofocus because I don't want it to, when we do white, it might have an issue. So I'm just going to take that off so we don't have the constant jumping. Let's see. That's good, I think. Yeah. Let me. I think it's good. But let's just. All right. Took off autofocus, so, and I'm not very loud. Okay, that's there's that happy medium. So I did 14. Let's try 15. we'll get it. It's setting up a new camera sometimes is. Oops, come on. Come on. Okay, I got it at 15 now. Let me know if that's loud enough or not loud enough. Because we definitely know that 14 is too low. So maybe 15 is better, where it's not too loud. And let me see one other thing. That's better? Awesome. Awesome. Let's see. It's good for you, Rose? Okay, good. All right. Well, let's get started, hey? Yeah, that cookie had some dental work. Okay, so I don't have the big, I don't know, 14 by 14 or 12 by 12 or whatever the big plate is. I typically stick to the 8 by 10 size and or smaller 5 by 7. The size doesn't really matter. So whatever size plate you have will do the job. Now, let me get this clanking under control here, peeps. Hello? Okay. I am going to say that everything I do today can be done if you have acrylics. You don't have to have the same products I do, but I'm going to teach you some tricks that you can do it doesn't matter what medium you use. But for those of you that don't like to get necessarily messy, or you're like me and you're a liquid medium artist, meaning um, inks, watercolors, magicals, sprays, powders, it doesn't matter. Yes, yes. Um, so I did pull out a few things that I'm going to use today. I'm going to use my liquid acrylic inks. Probably maybe use some infusions. I did bring out a couple batches of magicals, and I'm also going to use a product that I haven't pulled out in a while, but I need to really use it. These are 13 Arts color glows. They're pigment powders. So I'm going to be using a mix of all of those with those. I'm going to use a batch of different high shell, a batch of different papers to show you the different attributes that you can get. And just kind of, I'm going to show you how you can purposely make crusty bits, because if you look at my plate, while it's dirty, it's not super dirty like I usually have it. Usually there's all kinds of crusty bits like here that are on the actual plate. My plate is old. I had it for 8 years, 9 years, so it's a little yellowed. Doesn't matter. Oops, let me bring this up so you guys can see what I'm doing. I like to have a secondary plate off to the side to set my brayer, and to also, if I want to roll out a color before I put it on my plate. And there's different reasons for that. So you can get thinner layers and all that. I'm going to be using I'm going to be using a hair dryer on cool setting to help with the layering process. Help us get those crusty bits on purpose. You don't have to wait for your plate to be dirty. You can make your own crusty bits. And crusty bits is just, you get a little, it's a little bit grungy. It adds a little bit of texture to your pulls. And you can get all kinds of fun, different colors layered with doing crusty bits. And I've done crusty bits with watercolors. I've done it with magicals. I've done it with sprays. I've done it with inks. I've done it with, we're going to do a fun thing today and use foil bits on our plates. And I've also done it with, well, every medium I use, basically. What else am I missing? Yeah, I've done crusty bits with every, pan pastels even. Yes, love the crusty bits. So let me talk a little bit about if you're not using acrylics, or you want to try using a liquid medium. And by liquid medium, it's something that's water based. So again, your sprays, your magicals, your powders, any kind of different pigment powders, whether it's magicals or color burst or infusions, which is one of the products I'm going to be using today. Liquid inks, any of those are liquid medium because they're water based or water activated products. Now, with a jelly plate and water based products, it doesn't give you an even coat if you just put it on the plate. If I just took one of my mediums, and I will do a test and show you, but if you put just a water-based product on here, it's going to beat up. It's not going to give you that even smooth layer. So there are products that you can buy and use in your studio that will help you make these products more what's the word? Where's the word? What's the word? Losing my words. It'll stop the beating up. Um, it'll stop the beating up. And one that I'm going to use is can also be used with acrylics to thin them down, and will also make any product more translucent. And that's glazing medium. Okay, there's different brands out there, but this is one of my favorite things to use. Liquid mediums, inks, and that are already translucent, but you could even get a more translucent layer, and or if you're using acrylics, a translucent acrylic by using glazing medium. And you can put this directly on the plate. You can mix it with your medium, your inks, whatever. And what this does, viscous, that's the word I was looking for. This and a couple other products I'm going to show you will allow your mediums to become a little more viscous so they don't beat up on the plate. Okay, so you can get that even smooth, because I don't do acrylic paint. The only acrylic paint I will be using today and have in my studio is white. And this just helps with a pickup layer, and it mixes fun with the pigment powders when you put it out on the plate. So that's the only acrylic I have in my studio besides my inks. But they're more like a watercolor than, hi Sophia girl, than an acrylic product, although they are permanent once they're dry because they're acrylic based. The other product you use, which I use most often, is clear gesso. And again, it doesn't matter the brand. You can use any brand you want. My preference or my preferred is Finnabair clear gesso. It's just a very nice gesso. But this will give it, again, it'll give the liquid medium that viscosity that it needs so it doesn't bubble up on the plate. Or you can mix it with acrylic to thin it down, make it a little more translucent, but not completely translucent like this does. There's different levels of transparency that you're going to get with these two products. And there be maybe times that you don't, if you're using liquid mediums or you want to try a liquid medium, that you don't want it. You want that beaded up, splashy, puddly look, which there's nothing wrong with that either. I mean, it all just depends on what you're trying to do. And then the last product you can use is matte medium. This is golden liquid matte medium. And I put it in a Dunn bottle so it could easily, any bottle that has a squirt on it when jelly plating is fantastic to use. So yeah, you can also use matte medium. Now, the matte medium, it does dry quicker than the clear gesso or the glazing medium. So you have less working time with this. But all three of these products, another attribute that you're going to get with all three of these products is that any medium such as infusions or watercolor or anything that's not permanent, these products will make it permanent once you mix them together and put it on your paper and all that. These products will cause any non-permanent medium to become permanent. And another thing that you can use all three of these products with, and this is one of the questions that came up at May's jelly printing the other day, was using because I suggested to use matte medium or clear gesso on the plate to fix, quote unquote, fix your prints. So if you only have an inkjet printer at home, and that's what you print your digitals with, or your drawings or whatnot on, any paper, it doesn't matter. If you use these and you just roll those out on the plate, you can use that to give a nice even coat to affix or fix your prints so they don't run anymore. Of course, you have to dry it and all that. Okay. So that's another tip, and I'm gonna show you that. I'll print out something. Let me do that right now while I'm continuing over some of the. Let me just print a little picture so I can show you guys. And we'll just go here. What? Yeah. Let's just do this one because I can. Print. Come on, open up. Hello? Oh. What? Okay, let's see what it's gonna do. I don't know why it gave me an error. Is my printer on? Wake up, baby. There we go. Okay, it says it's getting ready to print. Okay, we'll come back to that. You know, I have other digitals, but they're a little older. I wanted to pull a fresh one to show you. Okay, so the purpose of the hair dryer. You don't use any heat gun or anything hot or anything too pokey on your plates. Now, to help with the crusty bits, if you use a Daddy, hi love, a blow dryer with a cool setting. It has to have the cool setting so you can flip the switch. Mine does. It's this little blue button, and you can see it's got paint and stuff on it. But I use this for art, and I use the cool setting. And you dry your layers in between to help you create your crusty bits. That's the secret, is thin layers. And then there's one last secret to getting really good, a really good pickup with your crusty bits is thinner layers and drying it in between, and especially with the pickup layer. Hi River, welcome in. With the pickup layer, you want that very thin, and so it'll dry underneath the paper that you're going to use to pull it up with. Because right, Safia, to get those layers to come off the plate, because they get really stuck on here, right? So if that last layer is thin enough, not too wet, so when you pull it up, it's going to pull those layers of crusty bits with it, right? So that's what we're going to work on today. Snow, oh, it's cold out. Yeah, it's yucky. Hi Jess, welcome in, hon. Hello, I see some more faces up in the clouds. Don't be shy. So again, anything I do today, you can do with acrylics. But if you're not wanting to thin them down, you know, it takes a little more work to do jelly printing with liquid mediums, because I have to add the additive and all that, which it's just a couple extra seconds, but it does take a couple extra, little bit more time. So there's one thing though that I request, and quote unquote not really require, but ask of all of you wonderful, beautiful people when I'm jelly printing, and that is audience participation. So I might ask you guys to throw out some color combinations. I might ask you guys to suggest a type of stencil, circles, abstract, whatever, and I'll pull from my stash of stencils. So let me get those actually. Let me get my figures out. As I I do like to use my 9x12 or larger stencils for jelly printing. So, let's get these out here. Oh, there, it is printing. Okay, great. So, this one's fun to use. We've got circles. We've got an alphabet. We got some fun, lacy, latticey type stencils in here. Let's see. This one's fun. This is like funky swirls. And got this circle. Although, no, I don't want to use that one today. Let's just carry on. Let's see. Now here's another lace one, another lattice type one, lace one. You can tell I don't wash my stencils. That's another thing is if you don't wash your stencils and you go to jelly print, like some of the bits from these or colors will come off on the plate. So that's always fun. So if you're not OCD, you cannot clean your stencils and be surprised when you have a little bit of fun. I haven't really used that one, but I might use that one. Have not used that one yet. Let's see. Nope. Oh, here we go. Let's see. We can do this one. And I'm not really keen on that one much. That one's fun. You can use smaller stencils too. A lot of times I'll take my Finnabair like 6x9 stencils and you know, I'll lay two of them on the plate rather than one big stencil. You know, you can use a couple 6x6, but then you get the edges. So that's not something you're wanting to see. Then I just recommend using big stencils. And I'm a big proponent of Stencil Girl and iStencils for my stencils usually, purchases. I used to be on the Stencil Girl monthly club and I'd get free stencils, but I haven't been on that for almost 2 years now because finances and all that stuff. But there is Stencil Girl does have a club you can join and you get it's $25 a month, or at least it used to be. I'll say that it used to be $25 a month, and you would get one like 3x3, one 6x6, and one 9x12 stencil in your monthly. So we have our stencils now. All right. Picard and the Carbrati. Welcome back, Marcy. You know, I remember, Sophia, I used to keep mine in books, but it's too much work too time consuming to put them back in there. And then it's too much. It was just too annoying. Plus, I need them in something that's not heavy for me to lift all the time. So I have to have them in a rolly cart, a drawer cart here. So, and it's been working fine. And I have no issues. When I'm done, I just put it back in the drawer and go. I don't have time for all that now that yeah, makes it prohibitive. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. So I'm going to do a couple pulls. Let me talk about paper before we do that and before I fix the print that I just printed. And I'll tell you some of my favorite papers and those that I use most often. In fact, one of the papers I haven't done yet, but I'm going to do today, is Braille paper. This is, it's got those little dots, right? So I pulled out a couple of those. And it's kind of a little bit hefty of a paper, but not like super like cardstock. So we might print on both sides, and then that would be fun to have in a journal. I use some of that. I have printer paper. Some of my favorite papers, though, are these right here. So this is linen paper. It's got 25% linen content in it. You can use that. You can use rice paper. Actually, I think this is the rice paper, not the linen paper. But you can use either one. I have both, so it might be a mix in here. Yeah, so rice paper, any kind, it doesn't matter. I prefer thinner papers myself, you know. And then here I have some pieces, and I've got more paper to the side to pull if we need it. But this is tracing paper, and this is one of my absolute favorite papers to use because it's translucent and can become very transparent, and it's very thin, and you get that little bit of crackle in there. So this is very much a fun paper to use. This is vintage 25% cotton or onion skin paper. So it's fun to play with. And then I have a piece of Tomoe River paper here. If you're not familiar with Tomoe River, this is a good paper to have in journals, just regular writing journals. You can see how transparent it is already. You can kind of see the little bit of color behind the white. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, it's just a very lightweight. It's got like a kind of smooth feel. So that's fun. And then music paper. This is always fun to play with. And I'm not going to be picky about what I pull, but I am going to. This is vintage music paper. This one's probably not as old as some of the other ones I have. But this one is from. Let's see, this paper is from. This is 1975, so it's not super old. I have actual vintage music paper, but I'm not going to use some of that today. We're just going to use some of this yummy, fun paper. What did we get here? We got Picking the Sun Down. Doesn't really matter what it says. I use these for all kinds of things. Collage in my mixed media. I use them for envelopes and pockets and all kinds of fun things. So I'm just going to take out some of these. So yeah, those are the papers I pulled for today, but I have other papers too. You know, you can use cardstock. You can use, heck, you can even use napkins and paper towel, which I've done. But that takes a little bit more thinking and precision. Let's put this over here. Horses for courses. Yeah, but I'm finding these, they're mine not, you see how quickly I took them out? They really don't tangle that much on mine. I just shove the ones of what? See, yeah, that was too much doing that. Again, I'm unlike you. I'm OCD about things, but yeah, I found that just wasn't working for me. But you know, like you said, to each their own. Okay, so I'm gonna get started. I have a couple different size sprayers here. I like the size of this one, although it does squeak a little bit here and there, and it's dirty. I don't wash them really. If they get when I did acrylic, if you do use acrylic, they can get very layered up, and you will want to at some point clean or peel the paint off. But I use this one mostly for spreading. This one I might use for like if I want it to do just the white acrylic paint. Another thing you can use on your plate too, if you don't have white acrylic, is you can use gesso. Neither one of these products will hurt your plate. I've been using them for years, and I've had the same plate for years. So matte medium and that is not going to hurt your plate. I promise. And I'm going to show you first. Let's do that. Okay, so this is a digital that I printed. This is a very pretty page. I haven't printed this one yet. Okay, so, and this is inkjet, and as you know, inkjet is not permanent. I'm going to go ahead and put some matte medium on here. And if you've never jelly plated before, you know, you just want to smooth out your product, whatever it is. You know, and even you'll see, I try to do kind of like an even layer, and that's probably too much, but we'll see. The layer's dirty. That's okay. I'm not worried about it whatsoever. Just gonna give it a nice even coat. Then put this. Now, granted, again, my plate is not big enough for, you know, to cover the whole page, but that's okay. You could do it half and half either way, but we're going to go ahead and then you see it's a little bit, it looks wet right there now. Okay, so that'll dry, and then we will, it'll make it permanent. And with that, actually that one, that just sticks to the other one. So we're gonna, oh, and you know what? We could do some tea stain paper today too. Let me pull out some that I haven't ironed yet. Pull out some of these. Instead of white printer paper, or, you know, in addition to white printer paper, we'll use some of my basic tea dye. All right, so, there's also a kind of a thing to think about when you're trying to get your crusty bits on your plate or off your plate, however you want to look at it. And it's the rotation in pencils that you use. Because you got to remember, what you see is what you're going to see on top, right? So you want to, like, what if you turn your plate over after you put your product on there, what you see there, that's what you're going to see on your bowl. So as you do your layers, you want to think about how something might look, but I just suggest plain. Just, it doesn't matter what I do. I always recommend, you know, it's more about the process than the end result. So keep pulling those prints, keep combining those colors, you know, until you figure out a process that works for you. Don't be intimidated. And if you, I have had some girls say that, hi Carrie, welcome in, that they don't like their prints. And what I recommend is circles. Find a stencil that has, we're going to do that. We'll do that first. Is pulling out our stencils. So here's my circle stencil. Okay. So, oh, look, I've got crusty bits of flakes, metallic flakes, which we'll do some of that today too. I'll show you guys that. That's nice that they see it sticks to the plate. So then when you bring your paint over it, it dries within the paint when you pull. So we'll use this one. Now I'm thinking I don't want that in the forefront. This will be a background stencil. We'll do this one first, and then maybe we'll use this one. Yeah. And then the other thing to think about too when you're jelly plating is not only the rotation of stencils. If you're doing layering, if you're just doing one pull with one color, you know, all this other crazy stuff doesn't matter. But what was I going to say? Oh, combining designs. You know, how you overlay, how they're gonna come, you know, pull, you know, come together. All right, so one little kitty hair on there. I'm going to press this down on here really quick because it wants to pick up the leftover. Yes, you know what? Let's do some of that. Let me show you guys that. That's another process. I love doing that. This is, it doesn't matter which gilding, which metallic flakes you use. This one is cosmic shimmer flakes. Okay. Oh, look at that nice green piece. Okay. I just like to put it on there. You can do little pieces. And I don't worry about it. It's all random. I don't, plan where I'm going to put them. But the plate keeps them in place until you bring the paint over it. Some of it's stuck to the. The only thing is that nobody sneeze, okay? Nobody breathe, nobody sneeze. Okay. Put those down. Okay. That's out of the way. Yeah, don't breathe. Don't nobody breathe. Hold your breath. And I use all kinds of, like I said, metallic flakes on the jelly plate. It doesn't hurt it. It doesn't do anything to it. And it's fun. It gives an extra little element to your jelly printing. Okay. So somebody pick a color. Somebody give me a color. And we're going to get started. My hands are going to get messy. If you don't like messy hands, use gloves. Yeah. So whoever throws out the first color is what I'm going to go with for the first layer. You got stuff up your nose once? Come on. 19 people in this room and nobody has a favorite color. What did I say to people? We need audience participation. Nobody wants to recommend a color. Oh, okay, I'll go with mine then. I like blues. Where is my favorite blue? Where is my favorite blue? Yeah. Here, this is a liquid acrylic ink. This is FW. My favorite. Okay, purple and blue will go great together. Okay. Let's get some purple. I do have like every color of the rainbow. So, and if I don't have a color, like coral or something like that, I'll pull out a different medium, or I'll mix it to make it. So we will do purple and blue. Okay, so for our first layer, I'm going to do this, like we said, right? Oops, let's see, maybe I can get some more of that off. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to say. When you're doing your layering, to think about too, and to help you maybe get prints that you like, is that you can put your paint down, put your stencil, then pull up, or you can put your stencil down and then put your paint and then pull up. I'm going to try to get these crusty bits off some of this. Okay. All right. So let's just do with the blue. Now, again, I'm going to add one of the, make sure this, Judy, hi dear. I'm going to, like I said, I can use the glazing medium to make it real translucent, or I can use the clear gesso, and it'll be less translucent, but Both of them help with the viscosity of paints. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start over here. Okay. Oops. Okay. And I'm going to use this. I will use the clear gesso with the blue, and then I'll use the glazing medium with the purple, and then we'll pick it up with a white. Okay. And very little is necessary. Let me put this one over here. And that's probably too much, but we'll see. Here, yeah, we'll just see. There's, what do you call it? Metallic flakes on there. Okay, so we're just going to come in. And I'm just going to go like this. And we're just going to get the plate nice and dirty with the first couple rounds. Let's use some regular print paper. Let me bring this over here. I grab this at will. Let's see, as long as it does. Okay. So I'm just going to go. Let's give it a couple seconds. Okay, nothing special, but we can put something over that and make it better. Right now, we're just trying to get our plate dirty. Okay, a little bit there. Now, you want to make sure this is where the hair dryer comes in at. Just going to quickly dry that layer, and it doesn't take very long, especially if it's nice and thin. Actually, let's put the purple in with this blue really quick. And we'll just do this. We'll just put it on the plate. And we're going to dry that layer. That's going to help cement the flakes down too. I mean, they already stick to the plate, but I want to put it over or under. So that's the thing to think about. The stencil is nice and dirty. Maybe we'll get some bits off of it. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring it in. This is a really thin layer, so we may not get much off of it. Building up the layers. Okay. Now let's do the pick. Actually, let's bring in a little bit more purple, huh? Shall we? And I won't have to add much. I won't have to add much. Ooh, that was a lot. Well, add a little bit more purple in there. We'll just put the stencil back down. and get our paper that we've been building up on. Pick up some of that. Hi, Julia. Welcome in. I know it's a new name. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so that's becoming very fun. Okay, where does, oh, I need to put these up there. Okay, now let's pull this off. Ooh, lots of goodness on the plate now. And the stencil is getting nice and dirty too. Okay, now we're going to dry this. Remember, dry your layers. Okay, Tara, have a good day, hon. Okay, now, oh goodness, man hands, oh God. If you ever get stuck jars, use your heat gun. The heat will release the glue. So any kind of jar that have, you know, your gel mediums and paints and glues and stuff, if you heat it, it'll help it pop. So, see? Voila. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna put the, I don't want too much on here. I want a nice thin, even layer. Let's see how much that is. First of all, you go over there so I don't spill you. One of the things I was trying to press upon May in chat, and it's hard sometimes, is you want the pickup layer, you want it to be thin and even, a nice, even, thin coat. Okay, so now I'm going to let's try it on one of my just tea dye papers. Just going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and go down. Nice burnish. Get all your edges, especially if you have a heavy layer of crusty bits. You want it to really be burnished on a really thin layer. And then you want to give it a second. Don't be, if you're trying to get your crusty bits, as long as you've done a thin layer, burnish that paper down real good. Give it a few minutes and you can lift up the corner and I can see how much it's pulling. Oh goodness, Sophia. Oh goodness. Okay. There's a happy medium or a sweet spot, and the more you do it, the more you'll get used to it, of when the paper has picked up the bits. Like I said, you can tell. Nice. Okay. Yes. It's a weird colored print, but it's a print nonetheless. We're getting the plate nice and dirty. See, and then you have it's got the metallic flakes that we pulled off. You can see how, I mean, it's clean, but it still leaves, I didn't want to do it too long because I want to leave some bits on. I want to build up some layers on the plate. You have some nice shimmer. There you go. Now you can see the flakes in there. Okay, so that's one. All right. Now I'm not even going to clean this. We're just gonna go on and go with it. Let's see. Somebody said green, so let me pull out some. What color is this? Oh yes, we'll use that one. That color is emerald. Yeah, we will do that. And then maybe we'll do some metallic. Let's see, what kind of stencil do we want? Oh, you know what? Let's use this one. It's new. It's never been used. It's virgin. We might as well let it get used, right? Okay. So now with these, you can do a couple different things. You can make them viscous with the clear medium, or you can mix this in any powder pigment. You can sprinkle it on and then put your white acrylic over it. You can mix it with the white acrylic and then make like your own paint color. There's lots of things that you can do with powdered pigments. Let me get my, there you are. Okay. The best thing for this, if it doesn't have a shaker, is to use a fan brush. If you don't have that, you can use just a regular brush. I'm just going to go around, just picking up a little bit. And I'm notorious for too much, but that's okay. This helps me avoid that. Okay, so then what I want to do is I can either go down with the white acrylic, which let me put the cap on it so I don't make it dry out and get all yucky, because I'm not going to use that. We're going to use water to liquefy it. And these pigments have mica in them, so you will see some shimmer coming out. Okay, so see how it beads up with liquid mediums. Most of you probably already know this, but I'm talking to those that there are a lot of new people in the community that are new to jelly printing. Okay, so we're going to do that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of the clear gesso. And again, if you have just a regular acrylic paint, you can do anything I'm doing. You just don't have to do these extra steps unless you want to. Okay. See, too much. That's okay. That is all right. This is a very, very emerald green, I gotta say. Let me pick up some of this. Put down a stencil and a bit less water, Shauna. I have to remind myself to do that. There's, oh, here it is. Let's just do this. It's got too much water in it. Let me get, where's my, oh, here. We'll just use our fun paper. It's always fun to see how these cleanup prints, what they end up looking like at the end of the day. Okay, I got picked up some of that. Now I'm going to dry it. Hi, Bill. Okay. Now I'm going to add, let me clean up my mess that I've decided to make. I did say this was going to be messy. I'm just saying. I'm going to add a little bit more of this down, but no water this time. And then I'm going to put some white acrylic on there. Mixing and matching today. See, I keep my area clean if I have an extra jelly plate to rest my tools on so I don't have a mess. So you've got a little bit of green popping up in there. Now let's get really freaky with it, huh? I'm going to pull out. No, you know what? Let's use my magicals. These are my This is my favorite. And this has an emerald in it, I think. Well, oh yeah, evergreen emerald, which is this one. We're just going to have all kinds of fun today. And one thing about magicals, and I've already learned how, you can already see it dispersing, is they're very potent. They have a high pigment load, and so you really do need very little. I'm just going to give it some sprinkle. Ooh, look at that color. Nice teal, pretty green and blue combo. We're going to put our stencil back down. Might as well get it nice and get it fully initiated. Let's grab another cleanup paper and start a new one. The plastic bag pool. I can use a plastic bag. We could do that for sure. I have not, maybe I have. I've used a lot of different things in my day on this plate. This plate has seen many, many a days. Ooh, look at that pretty teal. Ooh, look at all that going on. Okay, that one needs to dry so we can use it. Okay, so now we're just going to, I'm not even going to clean that. We're going to let it dry. Okay. Keep hitting it. Okay, Sophia, have a great day, hon. Love and hugs. Okay. Now, let's pull, ooh, let's do some rusty car from the infusions. That'll be a nice, pretty orange to put in here. Nope. Oh, got terracotta too. I like rusty car. Where is my rusty car? Hold on. Here, rusty car. And these are pigment powders, but they're not permanent, but they will be permanent because I'm going to be dissolving them and I'm going to be using a product that's going to create them to become permanent. Okay. Okay. And clear gesso for the win. Let's see if that's enough. Let's see, what shall we use? Let's do something. In the medium layer, you'll see I kind of like to use stencils that have a lot of little tiny holes so I don't pick up as much. That turned very brown for some reason. Very odd, probably because the grain wasn't overly dried, but that's okay. Where is, oh, let's throw it on here. This one doesn't really appeal to me yet. since it's got little holes, I'm just going to really kind of pull up as much as I can. Finish it with my fingers. You can start to see the design come. You'll see it'll be really fun when we start using the more translucent paper. Oh, yeah, that's a hot mess. That one definitely needs some white or something on it. Okay, let's dry this. Remember to dry your layer. If you're trying to do crusty bits, if you're just doing layered pulls, you don't have to do this step. Now I'm going to pull out paint spray, or do I want Prussian? Oh, what am I feeling? Well, this is my indigo. No, that's probably too much of a purple tint. Let's use my Prussian blue. I'm going to go right on the plate. This is going to be the pickup layer, but again, I'm going to, I need to shake this. And so I don't even have to add the additive to it because it already has, the plate's already nice and dirty, and so it's not beating up as it normally would. Let's get music paper. Now some papers, naturally, if they're thinner, you have to be a little more careful when doing your pulls. But don't, experiment. I mean, I'm going to pull out some plastic wrap because Vix wants me to do a plastic pull. So I'm going to pull that out so we can have some nice ridges happening. I've used plastic wrap before, and so I suspect it's going to be very much like a plastic bag. Oh, that's going to be a nice, pretty color, I think. We'll see. We're using a brown paper, and it's got a little bit of brown color in there. Okay, I think I needed some white, but that's okay. We do got some fun design happening in there. But I think with a white, it really would have brightened it up. But we'll leave that one. We'll print on the other side. Actually, maybe not. Maybe I'll leave it just like that. I typically use white, but look at all the crusties we've now created. Oh, it's just getting so yummy. All right. Let's do which stencil do we want to use? Oh, I don't know. Not feeling any of them at the moment. Let's put some of this on there. Which side do I want to use? And now we're going to go over the stencil instead of under the stencil. And let's see. What other colors did y'all throw out there? Do we want more green? Do we want, oh, should we do some very bright pink? Well, this is the pearlescent. Where's my link? This one is kind of fuchsia-y, but I want the, no, that's the crimson. Here. We're going to use magenta. How about that? Yeah, come on, audience participation. Let's have it. Let's have audience participation. And you can actually mix this. Let's add in, you know what, I'm just going to add in probably a little bit of white. Get something happening here. Yeah, let's do that. Dry that. Sky blue and pink, purple. Okay. Daddy says sky blue, so I'm gonna bring out my turquoise, really pretty turquoise blue. Pink, so she wants more pink. We'll put it on there. Okay. Let's use, I don't want to mess with this too much. So let's just, I use the circles. Yes, let's do circles. Circles are always, there's always room for circles. Ow. Oh, I need to mix this one. Okay, there's some blue. Get some more pink in there. See, now we're mixing colors. There is so many ways that you can jelly plate. It's not even funny. I don't want to mix it too much because I want to keep some of the pink and blue separated. Okay. Now, dry that. Right, June? It's only going to get better from here on out. Let's use black to pull this up, huh? Oh, let's add in, wait a minute, before we do the black, let's add in a little bit of gold. A little gold never hurt nobody. You the colors you may want to utilize, I usually use white, black, or like Titan butt color as my pickup colors, but you, like I showed you, you can pick it up with any color. Let's just do a little bit of shimmer in there, shall we? Look at that shimmer. Ooh, look at that. It's gonna be so pretty, I think. Quick dry. Oh, dude, it's easy. It's fun. Now, it may not look like much here, but once we add the pickup colors and pull it up, I think we're going to have something really fun. And let me show you guys closer. Show you. Besides a mess, where's my here my paint rag to clean up the mess I started making. Okay, now I'm going to turn this over so you guys can see. Well, it's dirty on this side, so it's not as clear. So, but look at all those colors happening. Look at that shimmer having on the plate there. Okay, let me get a wipe me to clean up from um, my mess. And I can turn this over and put it down because why? The paint's dry. But again, my plate is yellowed and stuff, so I should really clean this side so I can show you guys, but I'm just not going to do it. We're just not going to do it. You guys just have to trust me. Okay, pull that back in. I'm sure you guys can see it there. Okay, now where did I do the black? In here. Black is a great pull-up or pick-up print if you're especially if you're using metallics or mica colors, because it will show. This is the black, isn't it? Oh, Payne's gray. This is my actual, but it's more blue. I really want the black. I don't use black very often. I use it more for this than anything else. Oh, you can also pick up with gray too. Where's my black? Nope. Sepia. Where is my? Oh, yep. Should be my black. Yes. And again, you do want a nice thin layer. So if you put too much, again, you can pull some of it off and put it on your off plate. Moment of truth, people. Moment of truth. I'm going to use it on white paper so you guys can really see. And you can do half pulls too, so you leave parts of it and then overprint on that. Just all kinds of things you guys can do. And you don't have to go for crusty bits. You can just do some simple layering stuff, design layering on your papers if you don't want to do this. I just happen to like the little bit of grunge you get with this process. You're scared for me? Don't be scared. Have no fear. You know what? There are no rules in art. I don't care what anybody else tells you. And it's more, again, about enjoying the process than the end result. So if you're new and you're probably not going to like your first 20, 100 pulls, but you find your way. The more you play and play and play again, the more you play, the more you're going to find out about what your mediums can do and what you like. Dana, welcome in, dear. Okay, see how we're doing. Ooh, see, you can already see when I pull that corner, I can see that it's picking up a lot of this. Look at that. Yummies happening, guys. Yummies. We still got lots of crusty bits that we can pull up later. Look at that. Ooh, super pretty. It's dark, but it's super pretty. And it has that little bit of grunge because it's. Look at that. See? And it has a little bit of shimmer in places. And I tilt it, some of it there. You got a little bit of the blue. I'll hold it up closer so you can see some of the colors that come through. You got pink and the blue really, but you can still see some of the individual pinks. Yeah. All right. Let's do let's see. Oh, let's do this one of these ones. This one? Maybe this one. Or do I want this one? Which one do you guys want to see? There is this one. Hi, Kim. Next week, awesome. Okay, so do we like this one? Very Moroccan. This one's like a viney leaf, pattern. Okay, so 1 or 2. And everybody can vote. And everybody can throw out color combos. Audience participation. It makes it fun, more fun for you guys than just sit here and see me do crazy stuff. 1 or 2. Go. Well, that's 2 people. Anybody else? Come on. 1 or 2 peeps. 1 or 2. Go. Okay, so Moroccan 1, 1, 1. Couple for the 2. Anybody else want to pipe in before I call it? Looks like the Moroccan is winning at the moment. All right, let's do that one. We'll go ahead and we're just going to go ahead and do it. How do let's do some orange and yellow, or a pink and yellow, hey? All right, let's do that. This is my favorite one. Wait a minute. Let's do, I don't want it orange. I want to make the orange. And this is a kind of an orange color, so no, I'll pearlescence. Let's just do pink and yellow. Okay. I'm not going to completely mix it. No, that's another thing. You don't have to completely mix your colors. The more you paint booger, the more you spread it on your plate, the more mix you're going to get. But I want to try to retain some of the yellow. I might need a little bit more there. Add some of the pink, and then I want to have some orange in there. I'm just going to kind of randomly do this on the plates. So we get some of that. Probably need a little bit more pink maybe over here in this corner. We'll just do that. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now we have some bits. Let's do this. Oh, let's do some tracing papers. So this one I'm gonna clean this up on this thing that's not looking so hot at the moment. Pick it up with this. All right, Dottie, honey, have a great day. Love you. Thank you, my Jude. Okay. Well, it kind of looks like ketchup and mustard on sidewalk. Okay, got a little bit there. Let's dry this layer really quick. There's really no difference, Kim. You know, get one that's there's gel press, and then there's there's this brand, and I mean there's all this. I have one that's a speedball. It really doesn't matter. To me, I've not found any difference. I would just go by the size and what you want to spend. Again, hair dryer on cool settings. Okay. Let's do the white. Let's do some white acrylic. Brighten this up a little bit. Look at that pretty orange that we're going to get. Oh, let's just put this down. Put this on there. Let's turn this over. Yeah, maybe it'll pull some of that color off the stencil. That's the reason why I leave my stencils dirty. Just saying. And no, let's put that. I do like the color of this one. Let's see what it's going to do. It's just white, so. And then I'll show you something that you don't need a jelly plate for. We'll do that at the end. So just remind me that I wanted to show you guys something without the jelly plate. Okay, that wasn't too bad. All right. Look at that fun design happening there. All right. Let's do a little bit more of the pink and orange. Let's just, actually, no. Let's go with the turquoise, but let me dry this first. You come back. I'm gonna need you in a minute. All right, let's put some of this turquoise down. It's gonna fill into those empty spots. And oh, where's the circles? Oh well, I like using the circles. Let's just do this. You made your choice. Yeah, you can also. There are videos on YouTube that can help you to make one. I'll show you guys a couple tricks that I do without the jelly plates. Oh, that one's turning out very interesting. Very like it's a city or something happening in there. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Now, one last round. You don't want your colors to mix. You gotta dry them. yellow and the pink that we started with. Bring in our main colors back in. Now what? Now what? Now what? Let's get the small stencil now to, let's use this one actually. Not super small, but we'll use it. You can tell that this stencil is well loved. So what is this, layer number 4, I think, or layer number 3 already? I can't remember. Oh, that's going to be pretty. That's an insight as to what we're going to see when we do the pull-up, which is next. Okay. I'm going to use tracing paper, not this one, small size. Yeah, this one will do. Use tracing paper. Yeah, white. We're going to pick it up with white. That's too much. Too much, Shauna, too much. Actually, let's do a bit more. I want to see if we can get up more of the, we'll pick up more of the bits, more of the bits. I like using the tracing paper. Number one, you get that crunchy paper effect, but also I can see, and I don't mind wrinkles in my paper. That adds to the texture. Plus, this is real thin because you can collage it in anything, but it's also good to use tracing paper because you can collage this on, and it doesn't really add a lot of bulk to things that you may be putting into a journal. Checker corner, not quite yet, still too wet. And I could, really, let's do this, show you. I'm going to dry it through the paper. That'll help dry it faster and help us to pick up more of the bits. Right. Remember how dirty it was? Wait, guys. Oh, this is a pretty one. This is a pretty one. Look at how clean it got the plate. And look at that. Some pretty colors going on in there. Let me bring it up so you guys can see it. Lovely. Very lovely. I love it. Okay. pick some colors. I'm gonna go. Yeah. Some of y'all, one of y'all, two y'all, three y'all, whatever. Pull up. No. Put in some colors. What color combo? I'm gonna show you guys one of my favorite color combos too. And I got Juanita got me hooked on it. I'm gonna kind of clean this up now. I can continue using it. No, not heating. Do not use heat on your plate. That is a hair dryer with a cool switch setting. Do not use heat on your plate. Nobody has a favorite color combo or color they want to see? I've got every color in the rainbow. Let's since you guys aren't gonna pipe in, let's use could do black currant. That's one of my favorites. What am I feeling? What am I feeling? Yeah, let's use some black currant first. Raspberry. Here we go. Let's use this one. This is a purple pinky, and these infusions, they're infused with walnut ink. So and instead of watering it down this time, or liquefying it first rather than watering it down, I should say, I'm going to use white acrylic. We're going to just have the white acrylic make a paint out of it. Oh, look at that pretty purple. Actually, it's got some dark purple, but it's a bobby purple, but it's also got a lavender. Pookie, this one's for you. Let's use. One we haven't used yet. Let's use this one. It's one of my favorites. Again, you can tell it's very well loved. It's quite dirty. Again, I don't. Let's see. Let's put some purple on this one. Maybe that'll jazz it up. Teal and orange. Okay, teal and yellow. Okay, we'll come back to the teal and orange and do those next. We'll bring some teal into here. Not impressed. Welcome in, Judith. Let's see. I know there's one in here that's kind of tealish. So that's pink. That's darker. Let's see. This is one of my. I like this color a lot. Let's use blue sapphire. Huh. All right, so let see. I have to get out of magical because that's got my better teals in it. Put that back down there so I don't make a muck of it. All right. This is Magicals. They are permanent as long as you dissolve all the pigments, the powder, and you dry it fully. And they will be. Let's see what kind of, how much we got on there. Oh, are my holes plugged? Where's my needle? I need a pin. Okay, Jude, keep that. Yeah, we'll do the yellow and stuff next. Ow. Okay. Here we go. The holes were a little blocked because it's got mica in it. I don't want them. I am going to, no, let's do the white again. Your bedroom is teal and lavender. Very, very cool colors. They're definitely yummy colors. Okay. So you can make your own paint with a little bit of white and your pigment powders or watercolors. And it's mixing, probably because I didn't dry it all the way, which, you know, that's fine, whatever. Let's see. Let's do this one. Oh, and if you're a channel member, you guys will see these prints, these pulls in your prints, because I'm building just a mishmash of prints for you guys. I'm going to use the glazing medium because I'm going to bring in a dark purple. As soon as I find it, did I pull it? I did. This time, we're going to use hello. Where's the other one? Oh, there it is. I'm like, where is it hiding? Maybe bring this into the mix here. And I'm going to put a little bit of this on the there it is. I need to get this over there. Thank you. There we go. And I don't care if some of it bleeds underneath the stencil, because it's not all the way uh, down, which is, that's fine. But this is going to make this purple, or any, your acrylics, anything that is real opaque. You can use glazing medium to get it out and make it more translucent. Oh, you got it already. Oh, nice. You see the blue and the tealish color coming up. Mm-hmm. Okay, Tess. We're on the block. Have you guys been taking notes? Who's been taking notes? I know when I was, I was always a person that really just got in there and got my hands dirty and played. But there were times I took notes. We're going to pick this up with white peeps. It'll help the show better. Put that in there, Shauna. I like my pull-up print to be kind of splotchy. Let's do this on 2-dyed paper, shall we? We shall. Slightly 2-dyed paper never hurt. Give it some interest. Oops. On the back side, because this will get used in a journal for sure. Oh, Pookie, you're gonna love this one, and you too, Judith. I remember those days. I'm choosing the colors from Judith. You have to do them on. Oh, I can pull out some fabric. Absolutely, I have some fabric bits that we can play with for sure. We're just gonna do it all today. Yeah. Look at that. Peekaboo. Now there isn't like tremendous detail, but there is some. And this looks very like, I like this kind of look, because it's kind of like, old walls that have peeling paint. Mm-hmm. Aww, I love you, Sissy Poo. Okay, so we wanted yellow and something, right? What did we want? What is the next color, Jude? Since you're helping them, helping me keep track. It was yellow and something, I'm pretty sure, or it was orange and something. Um, I'm going to show you guys a combination after I do this next pull. Uh, Jude, what was it? It was yellow and something, I thought. Or whoever said yellow and something. There's a couple people that had colors out there that they were mentioning. Ooh, teal and yellow. Okay. Let's do the teal and yellow first, and then we'll come back around and we'll do the pink, orange, and yellow. How about that? That's what we will do. So teal and yellow it is. Now I gotta think about what color I want on top. I think I want the teal on top. So, which one is this one? Is this one my, let me see, this one's a little, this is more like cyan, so I don't want that. Let's use this one. That turquoise color. Wait. Let's pick a different stencil. Let's do this one. Guys will like this. So teal and yellow it is. Okay. Let's keep this teal color since it's got the blue on it already. Now that one's getting a little more interesting. I think so too. I love the little swirly lines that it is. And look, we saw purple from the last round. Let's do it over the stencil again. No. Let's do it under the stencil. Lorna! Hi, honey, how are you? And any blue that wasn't dry naturally is going to give us a little bit of green, which is fine. And let's do some really like that one. Let's just see what it does. I am not afraid. Do not be afraid. There's no rules. Well, there are some things to keep in mind. Don't use anything sharp. Do not use heat. You know, that kind of deal. But there really is no rules in art, people. Don't be afraid of that jelly plate. Keep playing. Keep varying the way you're putting your stencil down and the paint down. You see, I put some over, some under. It all gives you a different look, and you'll most likely won't get the same color twice. We got a little bit of teal on there, but let's add a little bit more. You know what? I'm gonna do something. Let's dry this actually. Gotta dry it. Oh, Lorna. Yeah, honey, I trust me. I feel you. But instead of using a stencil, we're going to do a splotchy like effect. Just wait. Some of that down. We're going to kind of put that over. And it's beaten up a little bit, and that's okay. I don't want full coverage. I'm just using this to pick up. Look at that pretty teal color we're going to get. Kind of doing splotchy. No design really. Okay, that'll be nice to play with. Add something to. Okay, dry this. Yeah, I'm happy that I was surprised that it lasted for you so long. Yeah, it's not gonna get any better. And I was just saying earlier that I think they have to go back and have another injection put in, even after the surgery. Yeah, I'm just a hot mess, honey. Just a hot mess. Well, yeah, I can't even do that anymore. I was telling the girls I lifted a box in my sound testing screen with the new camera that I got today. And it was like 5 pounds, 4 pounds or something. And yeah, I felt it. Trust me, I felt it. Okay. Dry, nice and dry. All right, now let's pick that up with white. Well, see, I had back surgery. I've had a couple back surgeries now. So I've just had a bad back for like probably since I was born. Plus I have scoliosis a little bit more than normal people. Yeah, my spine is it's just a hot mess at this point. Just a hot mess. Yeah, let's see. Let's pick it up with regular paper. Oh, make sure you get paint on the edges so it's kind of you need it slightly wet but not a heavy layer to do your pickups. Just remember that. Even thin layer but not too thin. Hi Deb. Welcome back, sis. Yeah. Judy knows. She's like us. She has back problems. I'm gonna give this a real good burnish so we can pick up as much of our crusty bits on the plate. And help along. Try it. Right, Lorna? Definitely. Well, we ended up with more green uh, than I think we wanted, but it's still a pretty print. Uh, and clean, got a lot of the bits off. Those crusty bits are just so yummy. Especially look at that corner right there. So yeah, more green than we wanted, I think, but still good print. And that's there to dry. Okay, now I'm going to show you a couple combos that I really, really like. And let's do it. Where is the one I'm looking for? Hello? Oh, this one. All right. So first I'm going to do this one. I want just white. Or what do I want to do? Yeah, let's do the white. Um, where does it all come from? You wore it. Back to what I was doing. Pay attention, Shauna. What you're doing. Pay attention. Oh, we should put this over the one we just. Let's put this over here. Knock that back a little bit. Okay. Oh, look at that. See? Very pretty. No, you use white gesso, but gesso's a little bit drier. So I like to either use my white acrylic ink, or in this case, the only acrylic I have in my real acrylic I have in my studio is white acrylic paint. That's what that is. Let's dry this. Oh, Lorna, you've been in that position like every day. Like there's no relief for you. Now, it's gonna sound weird maybe to some of you, but don't have no fear. There's this one, and I need let's use no, that one's more on the teal side. Let's use this one, and I'm gonna bring up my white ink. And gold. Ooh, gold or copper? Y'all pick. We want gold or copper? That is the question. I have all kinds of metallics and things, so I have this really pretty. I have a couple. I have a bronze. This is iridescent rich bronze. Really pretty color. And then there's this one. This one's more on the red side, but it's a rich copper. And we have gold. So which one do we want to use, peeps? Oh, you got a new hawk coming. Oh, no, how much in the hall? You go, girl. You get that. Dick said copper. Okay, that's the one we were going to do. I know it works really well with the gold, and it works equally well with the other colors. But what you do is you take purple, black, a nice dark blue. In this case, I'm using Prussian blue, a white, and a copper. And they're going to all go down on the plate right now. Right now. I'm going to be a little bit more, I'm going to kind of not put so much on the plate. And very less black than the other colors, because black is very potent. You need to. What are these paints, or what are these colors? These are liquid acrylic inks. These are the ones that I recommended to Patty that she bought and she liked. These are FW. This other brand is Liquitex. Proud of you, Lorna. That's right. And so a little bit on the less on the black and a little more on the metallic. And I usually use gold for this mixture, but we're not going to. We're going to just, a girl can dream, that's for sure. A little more white. Don't want to white it out, but you need a little bit more white to contrast against those dark colors. So let's see how well we do. And you don't want to over mix. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is going to take Did I do everybody's color combo, Jude? Let me know if I missed anybody, or if anybody wants to pipe in with either a favorite color or a favorite color combo. Thank you, Jude. Yeah, if you guys have an active channel where you post videos and do lives or whatever, just an active channel, and you want the girls to put your link in the chat, go ahead and let them know. Say me, raise your hand, Blues and gold. Okay, Lorna. That's you and me. I'm with you on the blue and gold. We'll use a couple different blues, and we'll use the gold with it. Teal, navy, and mint. Okay, Dana, you'll be the next one after we do the next few pulls. We're going to do this one, of course. Then I have one more combo I want to show you guys. And then we'll do blues and golds for Lorna and I. And then we'll do teal, navy, and mint. Let's see. Oh, yeah. There we go. Now, I don't know Oh yeah, you can see the copper in there. Look at that. A galaxy, girls. Galaxy. Make your own galaxy. That is super pretty. It's one of my favorite combinations. But again, you typically use the bronze or the gold, but the copper is equally pretty. Just a little bit of shimmer, not too much. All right. Let's do, because this is going to be, okay, let's start with this one. Ooh, this one is super dirty. This one might need a bath. I don't know. Yeah, all right. Let's I want to do it over or under. Over. Do it over. I'm going to start with the white. Burgundy. Okay. Jude, get write down Cheryl's color. Been lurking. Yes. Welcome back to the live chat there, Dana. You love that one, yeah. I'm love it. I do love burgundy. I might have to see which let me wipe this so it doesn't mix. Oh, that's fine. Whatever. I'm not going to even bother. Just want to put a little bit of white down. Let's just do that. A little bit of white down. Let's clear. Keep playing, Deb. Okay, Cheryl. Now, I need one of my. This is like one of my favorite olive greens. This is color right here, which is olive green, and use that one. And then this one is not the one I want. I want this one. This one I want to use. No, 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 no. Need the pink or purple. I want to use, and the pink. Right, Lorna? Make enough to share. Ooh, chili mac. Oh, I could go for some of that right now. I'm just saying. Okay, so I'm going to use pink, purple, and green. And you wouldn't think that they would make a pretty color, but they do. Although I think I've done it mostly without the jelly plate. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Well, we're not going to do them all together. I'll do some of the, like, and you don't want to overmix this. Definitely don't want to overmix this because then you'll have all one color, and well, no bueno. And I'm going to give it a little bit of clear gesso because we've cleaned up the plate quite a bit, and the liquid mediums will stick less if there's nothing for it to grab onto, right? And this just gives it some viscosity. And I mentioned in the beginning. So you can use, I've used watercolors, I've used sprays, inks, all kinds of uh, liquid mediums. Now we're going to dry that. Yeah, if you don't blend it out, you won't get mud. Gotta get in there, Lorna. You gotta get in there. Nice, sis. Okay, Kim. So, you're working on your journals? What style are these ones, Miss Florida? Hi, welcome in, Joe. Welcome home. Do two things. I'm gonna pick up just anything that's not quite dry, just so I can get some of it, some of the wetness up. So I can get more, yeah, it's gonna be pretty. Let's put this over here. Just itching now. White. White. And let's put this on the Tomoe River paper, or you know what? Actually, let's do it on the onion skin. Um, oh, what happened, Joe? What happened at Sam's Club? Do tell. on a card. Oh, wow. Welcome back, Kim. I'm like, and then you can get a temporary. Yeah, it definitely sucks. Oh, this one's fun. Definitely pretty. And when you're using thinner papers, just be easy. But there you go. Probably could have done without the white in the beginning, the leafy layer, but I wanted to add a little bit of fun to it. But you see with the green, the pink, and the purple, if you don't mix it all, you get a really pretty combination without mud. Yeah. Okay. All right. Nico, welcome in, dear. Let me move this. Thank you, Kim. Let's see. Oh, hello. Okay. Blue, gold, and teal is the one going to do next. Gold and teal. And let's use a nice deep blue. No, that's the black. You can go over there. I want to use. No, that's my other one. It's a question. No. Payne's gray. This is what I want. Let's use a little bit of Payne's gray. Let's see, what stencil shall we use? Oh, let's use this one. Yeah, let's use this one. And I'll put a little bit of this down for darker blue. And blue, gold, and yellow. Is that what it was? Is that, or no? Oh, go back. I should have left it there. I forget things. Blue, gold, and teal. That's right. Okay, so this, yeah. Okay. And let's do it layer by layer. I don't want all this dark on there. So, oh, here we go. Let's I really should have grabbed two separate what do you call it? Let you use it. It looks black, but it's not. It's a Payne's gray. One of my favorite colors to use instead of black. Black is a very dead color, and so I use it very little in my art. I mix my own grays if I'm using watercolor, or I'll use Payne's gray if in the inks here, like I'm doing now. And oops. Okay, let's add. Just use this one because it doesn't really have anything on it. Just pick that up. That's just a basic layer, nothing special. Brenda, hi honey. Okay, Vic. I'll listen for you. This one. Yep. Let's brighten this up a little bit now. I should have put stencil first, but that's okay. You know what? Ooh, we're getting a very green color because of the gold. That's okay. You know what we'll do? We're gonna fix it. Let's do go back to Old Faithful and do circles, because why not? Put this down and let's do that over this one. Excuses. It's gonna be pretty anyway. I can see getting like a green gold color in there. Fill in our holes with this. Yeah, we'll use that one next. Water. Okay, and then some clear gesso. I really don't want to be getting white acrylic paint in my clear gesso, so I'm just going to get a different palette knife. I like to keep my clear gesso clear. Just saying. That's what we needed. Nice, pretty tealish blue color happening there. You go over there, out of my way. Out of my way. This one? And this one? Yeah, let's do it. Let's just do it. And then paper. Don't want to. This one's already looking ugly, so we can't hurt it. Can't hurt it. It's already ugly, so yeah, that's a hot mess. Whew, that's a hot mess. here, this one. Stormy Sky. Stormy Sky is like the best blue watercolor in Lindy's. I just love it. Do I want the gold first, then the blue? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do the gold first. All by itself, nothing mixed. Just put it in there. Oh, no, I want to wipe this a second. I don't want to get green again. We already got the green and gold at the beginning. Okay, put that over there. Now let's see. Yes, that's what we needed. Okay. A bit of gold never hurt anybody. Let's dry that. No, I need another cleanup paper. See if there's anything that needs to come up. Nope. Okay. Let's see how much that is. Okay. Look at that color move. I love Magicals. I just gotta, the Magicals are my favorite pigment powder too. So, okay. Let's just move that around the plate just a little bit. This is just giving it a little bit more of a background and layering up without mixing our colors. Okay. And once you use Lindy's, probably other pigment powders too, but I find it more so with the Lindy's, is they keep on giving and giving and giving. So you'll be wiping off Magicals off your, yeah. Hi, Cheryl, welcome in. Okay. Do the same thing, pick up anything that's wet. All right. Here we go, peeps. Again, remember, just a thin layer. So it looks like a lot, but it's really not. Because of the attribute of acrylic paint, it's yeah, it's not really as much as you think it is. But less is always more. You could always add. So everything in moderation, right? See if I didn't have enough on maybe just a little bit more. Just a tad. You don't, I mean, again, you don't want a lot for your pickup layer. All right. Jude, while I'm getting ready to pull this print, if you can put the colors in again. And let's use quickly, Shauna. Oh, let's do it on the braille paper. Cheryl. Kind of give it a little bit more burnish because this paper is bumpy. But you want to make sure that you really burnish your edges, because that's where you'll find that most of your crusty bits will stay. This is a little bit heavier paper, so it should pick up. Let's see what we're doing. Oh yes, it's almost ready. Time to make the paper. You guys remember the old Dunkin' Donuts commercial? Time to make the donuts. This is braille paper. For those that are blind or have sight, Can I please mention that for anyone that's new to it, you don't have to have. Oh yes, I did state that in the beginning. I kind of stated, yeah. I'm a liquid medium artist, so I don't have acrylic paint in my studio. But you've seen, I just use the white for the pickup. That is acrylic paint. But yeah, you don't have to use powder pigment. You can use liquid pigment. A lot of this has been the inks. Yeah. But if you have acrylic or any kind of acrylic will work. Oh, very interesting because of the, oh, well, I peeled the paper there. Too much, but very interesting. Look at that, that's left on the plate because of the ridges, because of the braille paper. That's fun. I just don't want to leave the paper on there. That's very interesting. Look at those pretty blues and stuff in the background. The dots in the braille paper. Very nice. Very nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Yes, absolutely, Diana. Absolutely. As I said, I have to use those steps because that's just the mediums that I'm using. I'm going to leave this on here. What was our next one? Jude, what were next colors? It was yellow. I know it was marigold yellow, which this one's more orange. Let's see. No, that's lemon yellow. Don't want that. I'm gonna go ahead and that's mustard. Mustard, lemon. Let's see what this is gonna do. This is more marigold color, in my opinion, without mixing fresh color. Okay. Let's just Now I'm gonna put some white acrylic down there to make a paint. But what was with the yellow? To remember which color was with the yellow, whoever, no putty tat, no putty tat, nope, nope. Intruder alert, nope. You can't be in here right now. You can't be up here right now, baby. It's wet and yucky. Yep, nope, you can't be in here. Hey, there's you are. This was in your honor. But I'm glad you're here because now look at that pretty yellow happening there. That's definitely a marigold color. Okay. Let me bring this up a little bit so I can use that spot. Okay. Artist hands. Let's kitty cat. You can't be on there. Wet stencils. Hello. Let's use. Maybe it was it the navy and the yellow that went together. Right, Diana. Let's use this one. Let's put it on the screen up front. Yeah, I explained a lot in the beginning, May, but I want to show you, you know, a couple different things. And then I'm going to show you guys a couple things without the plate that you can do right on your mat, glass mat, plastic mat, it doesn't matter. Very pretty. Getting there. Getting a little something on it. Okay. Now, May, one of the things I was saying is get a blow dryer that has a cool setting and dry your layers. In between before you pick up. Yeah, I think she wanted navy blue. So we're going to use this for our blue on this one. It was navy and yellow, I'm pretty sure. And again, any stuff that I do with the products that I use, you can do with acrylic paint. I need to get this out of there so I can grab it really quick. Here. No. Let's close this. I need this spot. I need the spot so I can get my wipies out. This is getting too built up with white acrylic. I hate, and I will say it, and I know it's a strong word, but I hate acrylic products. Not my acrylic inks, but regular acrylic paint. It's not my cup of tea. I haven't used acrylics in my studio other than this white in like, I don't know, 5 years. I'm not an acrylic paint girl. Okay. Let's see. Just give us Which one is this? Did I grab it? Oh yeah, I did. Okay. I want to make sure I grabbed the right one. Like, hello. Now we're going to, if I have to, I'll add in, oh, that's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And let's give it some clear gesso so we don't change the color. This thing. Okay. Oh, we got to do the plastic wrap in honor of Vix too. Remind me, we got to do that. We'll do just a few more things, and May, what I was saying to you about the matte medium and clear gesso, just spread it out on your plate. And I'm not getting enough blue. Where's my other one? And you can fix your papers, or you can it's just you know, you can use it to help make your paints a little more translucent. Magicals is always the way. Where's my, okay, this needs to go back on there. We got to do the plastic wrap in honor of Vix. Just gonna get this started. That's better. That's better. Okay, and do I want to make this actually? Yeah, let's just. I'm just gonna kind of make it splotchy. Pick up bits of it in places. Okay, let's dry that. Yeah, you can use any kind of medium, you know, glue medium on your plate. But in the beginning of this video, I talk about several of the products that you see me use, and several of the tips and tricks. Okay. And like I said, the trick to get good, to make your crusty bits or to pick them up real well, is to dry between your layers, and then use a really thin, even coat for your pickup color. This is that's a hot mess. That's not really a print. It's a cleanup paper. Sometimes they turn out good. Sometimes not so much. Let me get. I'm just going to make sure that there's nothing else wet before I put down the whites to pick it up. Tells you what kind of bits are going to be on the plate now. Okay, so this is nice and dry. And again, you can do this with acrylic paints. You don't need to. Let me move you out of the way. You over there. Yeah, anything I do with my products, you could do with acrylic paint. I'm just going to leave you over here because I don't want you to get yeah, I'll show you. We'll once we're done here, before we go, we'll look through everything we did today. But like I said, we still got a few more things to do. Okay, going on $3. So again, the nice, even, thin coat is your friend. And if you remember, we have that braille pattern that I left down there from the last pull. And if you put too heavy of a layer, pick some of it up. And if it's really still cool to your touch, that means it's still wet. And I just bring in my hair dryer. Cool setting again. Really burnish your corners or wherever you're trying to pick up that crusty bit from. I don't know how much the marigold's going to show, but it's a pretty print anyway. Oh, and the little dots from the braille paper is coming up. Nice. I was thinking that was going to be the case. See how it picks up all them bits for the most part? A little bit of gold shimmering in there. Didn't retain much marigold color. Probably because I didn't leave enough down. Look at crusty bit that's peeling. I'm just gonna pat it down. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Very pretty. Oh, I don't clean my stencils. Not even dirty because bits of the dried paint will come off on your plate when you can't be on the wet paint, pretty cat. Oh goodness. Okay, don't mess with my papers, man. All right. What were the colors that we had left? Yes, Fix. I don't never clean my stencils unless I need to use that stencil in a watercolor piece that I don't want to potentially transfer color. I don't never clean my stencils. Well, I can't say never, but if they get too grimy, I will eventually then Jude, what colors did we have left? Mint and burgundy. We did the navy with the yellow. The navy took over, but that's okay. So we need a burgundy color. Macaron violet. Red, magenta. Might have to make my own color because I'm not really feeling. So I'm gonna make my own. This is crimson. Which one is darker? This one's darker. We're gonna use that one. These are and these have several different attributes, but this is the Dr. Peach Martins. I like these. So let's make, where's my, no, I don't want that one. Where is my Payne's Gray? This is what I want. Okay. So let's do, let's see what stencil we haven't used yet. We really didn't use that one. I think maybe that one we use. Well, we didn't use the leaves either, but I'm not feeling that at the moment for this pull. We did that one. Let's see the Morocco. Oh, we didn't do this one today. Oh yeah, we did. Trying to use a couple of the ones that I haven't used yet today. Didn't use that one either. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to use this one now. We'll use this one for the initial, the start of our layers. And I'm going to make my own burgundy color, hopefully. Remember, right? I have, I've done this combination before with these colors. Let's just use it on here. Just make a little bit down here on the bottom. See if I like how it's coming out. No, but if you do need to clean them, just soak them in a bath of Murphy's oil soap and let them sit there for a day. And then all you'll have to do is wash them off, rinse them off. You won't have to do anything major in terms of cleaning them. Let them clean themselves. You could also dip the brushes of your paint brushes. You know, you don't want to dump the ferrule, but I just let my glue brushes, you know, especially if you do a lot of collaging, you know, your brushes get kind of nasty. Or if you're doing acrylic painting, you want to clean your brushes, Murphy's oil soap. It's gentle and it'll clean up any of the acrylic products, including matte medium, gel medium, and all that. It cleans them right up. Let me see this. Where's your brush? I need the brush. And I need some water. Oh, too much, Shauna. Oh, nice plummy color. Needs a little more red. So now I know more red. Okay, it's gonna go over there. I'm not gonna waste this. Pretty color. Like a blackberry color. Pretty. I like it. Okay. That's good. Let me see. Yep, and it'll peel. I mean, you see how this one's well loved? All of mine pretty much look like this unless they're brand new. And then as I jelly plate, a lot of times this paint will come off. You don't have to use a toothbrush. Yeah, it does. You know, take your stencils, get a vat of water, and put in some Murphy's oil soap. And no, pretend you can't be up here. Definitely not right now. And let them soak overnight. And then, depending on how layered up they are, then you just rinse them off and they clean. And if they're not totally clean as much as you want, just leave them back in there. It won't hurt this. It won't hurt the stencils. Now you want to play. Let's see. Do I want to do it over or under? I'm going to do it under. What do I got on there? Oh, white acrylic. Figures. Where's my? Right here. That's fine. It doesn't matter. Okay, so we need more of this color than the blue or the Payne's gray. Okay, let's see what that does. What color that comes out to be. Yes, there we go. Okay, and hello. Oh. Eek. Okay, this is driving me crazy. I don't care. If it sticks, I'll just heat pop it. I don't care. I'm dealing with those. I'm trying to deal with it. Yeah, just not my cup of tea. It's too fiddly. All right. We have a little more purple, but that's okay. We'll put more pink in it as we move along in the layers. It's still very burgundy-ish, but a little more purple. Thank you, hon. Now you want to play? Yeah, I'm just gonna go. We're gonna do this round, and then I'll show you guys something without the plate that's kind of fun to watch. Let's see. Let's see. Let's put it over this one, shall we? These again are just cleanup prints, not pickup prints. There's a difference. Ooh, more plummy than. That's okay. We're going to. Ooh, look at that. We're going to bring in more of the rest. I'm gonna half dry this. Bye, Lorna. Have a great day. Hi, bud. Welcome in. I don't want to. Actually, no. I don't want to detour from. Zikala. Enough of rare. There we go. That's definitely more burgundy for sure. Okay. Get you on my way over there. Let's do. Oh, you know what? Let's do this one. This one has lots of open space. It doesn't matter if I get it on there all the way or not. I don't worry about that. Let's put that on top here. Okay. Let's see. But this just goes to show you that you can use any product on on the jelly crate. That's becoming very pretty, actually. Who would have thunk it? Nice. And what was the color with this? With the burgundy? Was it teal? Can't remember. Was it yellow? Oh no, man. Mint. Mint. That's what it was. Mint, people. Mint. Okay. Let's do. I'm just gonna do. Where is? Nope. Yeah, let's do this one in white together. No, it's gonna need a little bit of green. Hold on. What did I use to make the mint before? Maybe it was this one. I think it was this one. Ah, come on. Might have been this one and the turquoise. I think it was actually. So I think I will mix it. Oh, boogers, or paint boogers. Yeah, we'll add some white to this, and that'll give us the minty color. Very minty. It's looking more blue on the screen, but trust me, it's a very minty color. You know what? Let's use it as a cleanup print or our pickup layer. Since everything is dry underneath, we're just going to go in for it. Oh, Barb, yeah. But hopefully it'll help you feel better. Very psychedelic, but very pretty. And you know, if you use it in pieces for like collage and stuff, sometimes these crazy prints really work out. But look how clean, May, by drying your layers and doing the thin layer at the end. There you go. That's what we got. We ended up getting, because the purple was the first layer, but you can definitely see the burgundy and the mint coming through. Again, it's looking a little more blue on the screen, but it's not. It's a very minty green. Even got a little bit of gold there. Oh, I even showed how you can use foil bits on the jelly plates. Okay, so let me move this over there. Let me get set up to show you guys something now. These are just some of these. Like this one, I love this one. I'm gonna leave that one like it is. This is look like hey. That one's kind of interesting. This one's a hot mess. That one's kind of blah. These are just the clean up. Mia! Mia! Hey! Yeah, these are just the cleanup prints. But we'll go through all the ones we actually made. But I like these three. So I will put those in the pile. The good pile. Let me clean up this. Thanks, Kim. Thanks, guys. Autocorrect. Stay out of my conversation. I love the grunge. Yeah, you'll see that on when I go back. We'll go back through really quick of the prints we pulled today. You'll see I'm definitely I call it pretty grunge. But I do love me some grunge. Most of my prints are grungy, to be honest, because I like that peeling painted wall look with my prints. Oh. Okay, that goes over there. That goes over there. Okay, done with these. We are going to use magicals for the next thing I'm about to show you. I'm going to get all this stuff out of my way. Everything is closed. And get yourself some, if you're new to jelly printing and you're just getting into it, make sure you have some plastic spatulas and things. Because again, you don't really want to use metal or anything sharp on your jelly plate. You will not be a happy camper, I promise, because you'll have dips and cuts and... Okay, Barb. See you later, hon. Yeah, Dana, for sure. Yeah, you go rest, Barb. See you soon, love. And I don't really clean my brayer either because a lot of times, again, I like the bits, that accidental bit happening, coming off on the plate. I don't want it to be built up too much on my brayer, but I don't really clean it other than a wipey. And I don't make it like super clean either. I just kind of, so it dries and stuff. All right. I will wash you off in a second. And again, get yourself, if you don't have a secondary plate that you can rest your tools on while you're working, just use some paper. But don't lay your brayers with the brayer down because they will stick to the paper. And that will be no bueno, for sure. Only because it's laying there, but I'm going to leave all of that. Normally my plate is not this clean, but I've been doing the last few times I've jelly plated, we've been doing cleanup prints. So okay, I don't need, where's my clamshell? Hello? Nope. Where's the, oh, here? over here. Where did I put you? No, no can do. I don't know where I put the. All right, well, I can just stay over there. Okay, I just need this space really. Okay. Now, if you don't have a jelly plate, and if you don't have, if you don't have a jelly plate, you can use your mat or your glass mat or whatever you want to do for this. I'm going to show you how to get a couple prints in one and to watch magic happen for sure. Okay, get some nice good washing. Okay, sure. Artist hands. But the nice thing about using like non-acrylic products, this stuff is gonna wash right off when I go into the shower, so it's easy to clean up. All right, let's dry this. For some funky paper. But when, yeah, I do when they got, the glue and or the matte medium and the gesso and the white acrylic. I throw them out. They're just too yucky at that point. They just get too yucky. Okay, Mia, will you go lay down? All right. Now this works with works best with rice paper. I will say that. But you definitely want something that's going to soak it up, be kind of translucent. Where are my, oh, here we go. I pull these out. Okay, so this is rice paper. So I'm going to do that. And okay, let's just use ones I have here. So let's see here. Ooh, fuchsia or rose? Let's use, I don't know. I'll just use these because they're here and they have a couple of my favorite colors. Now let's see. Do I want? Let's use the rose. Hold it there for a second. There's my. I don't know if this still has other powder on it, but I'm just gonna shake it down there. Yeah, I don't know what you're saying exactly, May, but I think you're saying something. No, yeah, I like the easy cleanup of using powders or watercolors or the inks. I mean, you see how fast I wiped up and cleaned up. I mean, it's, yeah, acrylic products, acrylic paint, not my cup of tea. A lot of it has to do with how they're just so thick and yeah, they don't clean up well. They're hard on anything they stick to, even though you can clean them and stuff. I just not an acrylic paint user. Some of this in places. I don't know if I have enough blue on there, but I probably do. That can be soaked off and made paint in a minute. So I'm gonna put that over there. Okay, so now we're gonna pick a stencil, one that's not wet and sort of cleanish. This is one of the good ones to use. Maybe that one. Oh, we haven't used this one at all today, so I know that this one will be fine. Okay. Now you can, well, I'll tell you in a second. Let me get those going. Nice, not soaked, but enough to where that the stencil is going to suction to the paper. Another piece of rice paper. Watch the magic happen. You can see that it's going to start developing. And you can do it a couple different ways. You can do it over and under. And you can use a heat gun instead of a blow dryer, but don't get it too close to your stencils, right? You don't want, they are plastic. Before I had my new switch, this is how I would get my ghosted prints. And that. Oh, hold on. Yeah, put it over here. That's fine. That'll work. Son brought me food. Yeah, you guys get the idea. This one did not work as well as I would have liked. Yep. Oh, I'm out of practice. I haven't done this one in a while. But you see, you don't have to necessarily have a jelly print to make pretty prints. I guess that's my point. But usually you'll get more ghosting, and that, yeah, I'm just out of practice. I just haven't done it in a while. But like again, you guys get the idea. I really wanted to show you because it's really pretty once it does the ghosting effect. But you know, okay, let's look at what we did today. Now this one I may keep because, yeah, it's just magicals. It doesn't. Besides my handprint, I do try to avoid that. I want to save it. There we go. Nah, not so much on that one. That one's savable though. Yeah, if I just use watercolors or something like that, then I will, all right. So let's do a quick recap of what we made today, and then you guys are done. And I encourage you, if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. If you have any, things you would like to see me do. These ones, these three are just the pickup prints or cleanup. So I like those. This is the one we did last. Very pretty. This one's fun. This is the one that's got the little tiny dots from the Braille paper. If I can bring that in. There we go. There we go. So, again, a very pretty print. Here's the Braille paper itself. It's got some gold in there, some of the blue and the navy and yellow. Again, this is one of my favorite color combinations with the, usually it's gold, but this one we put copper in this time. Black, blue, purple, metallic, and a white. This one ended up being more green than I would have liked, but it's got some nice crusting bits that we got picked up. This one's pretty. This one is on tea-dyed paper. Little colorful one. But I like it. And if you use it in sections, you know, if you just take off a little bit and you're using it for a pocket or a card or, you know. This is one of my favorites as well. This one is on music paper. And then this is the one we did with foil bit, you know. Don't be afraid to experiment. And you know, just remember, if you're using complementary colors, which mean that together they'll make a mud of sorts, dry in between your layers or don't fully mix them on the plate if you put them down together. But don't be afraid. Play, and you'll find out what works for you. This one's still a little wet, so not same with this one. But yeah, a few papers. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Jude. Thanks, Dana. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna clean my hands. Yeah, I don't mind getting messy because, you know, I think sometimes the messier you get, the more fun you have and the more enjoyment and discovery when it comes to lily pudding, that is, that you'll find that you'll find yourself in that. This needs to be, I don't have my bucket in here. I'll have to wash that. Okay. So yeah, again, there's tips and tricks along the way. A lot of things I talked about in the beginning that are helpful, regardless of what medium you're using. Yeah, and again, if you have any questions or that, it does. It does. The foil stays because it's as long as, let's see if it's dry. Where is it? Because the paint, especially with the white acrylic, the clear gesso, and the acrylic ink that I've used, they do because it embeds it, because the paint is sticky, right? Especially acrylic products are sticky because they have an adhesive emulsion inside. A binder. The binder is it's a plastic binder. So, and that's what gives them their permanent attribute as well. But yeah, I can see, not coming off. Maybe a little bit. Nope, nothing coming off. But yeah, and I use, you know, as long as you're using the thin, you know, metallic flakes, or also other than flakes, you can use, like I said, I showed these too. You can also buy the foil in sheets, and I've used that on the jelly plate. So yeah. You're welcome, Ken. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here and participating and having fun with me. And yeah, and spending some time with me. Sorry I missed yesterday, but now that we have a new camera, we should be in business. Uh, yeah, you're welcome, guys. Thank you for coming. Love and hugs to everyone. You have the sheets. Yeah, just peel it off the sheets and put it on the plate, and there you go. Have at it. Just remember, nothing hot and nothing sharp on your jelly plates, and you will be fine for sure. But yeah, so that's all I have. Never used it on a plate before, so that's. Oh, you're welcome. Actually, it wasn't my original idea. Patty Tolly Parrish did it by accident one day. And so I said, well, I got to do that with my crusty bits. Because crusty bits we actually got from Shannon Green. And then Patty does that a lot too. And then a couple of years ago, 3 years ago now, I think, when Patty did the accident with the gold foiling, I don't know what she was trying to do, but she came up with that idea. So I credit her. But I use it quite a bit. But if I it just brings in another little bit of color and a little bit of shine. It spruces up those prints. Yeah. So. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to let you go. If there's no other questions or that, anybody else got anything? Not. I want you guys to bid you a good day and a good evening. Stay happy, healthy, and creative, my friends. And I'll see you guys around on the internet or in my next live stream or video. You guys have a great evening. Love you all. Bye.